It started with a shipwreck. A fortune lost at sea. Zeno, the Tyrian merchant, was stranded in Athens while his ship, supply, and family fortune sat at the bottom of the ocean. A normal man would have cursed the gods, but not Zeno. Sitting on that god-forsaken beach and looking out into the storm that took everything from him, Zeno of Citium had no idea that this major personal loss would lead him on a path to becoming the founding father of a natural and practical philosophy that would influence billions. The philosophy of Stoicism. I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck. In the bustling streets of Athens, where lively debates echoed and their agora buzzed with life, Zeno found himself lost amidst the cacophony. The city's vibrancy was a world apart from the silent anguish consuming him. As he roamed, almost lost in thought, the inviting allure of a bookshop caught his attention. Inside, the teachings of Socrates awaited him, speaking of virtues, ethics, and a life not bound by mere materialism. For Zeno, it was an awakening. While the ocean had claimed his worldly treasures, he discovered a new kind of richness, the profound wealth of the intellect and soul. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. In a world fragmented by city-states and empires, Zeno introduced a revolutionary idea called Zeno's Republic. Lost to history, the works later evolved into the Stoic idea of Cosmopolitanism, or a global community where every individual, irrespective of their birthplace, culture, or status, was a citizen of the universe. This wasn't a call for global unity. It was a profound understanding of shared humanity. Zeno urged people to transcend their local allegiances and embrace a universal brotherhood. This vision was groundbreaking, challenging the parochial views of his time. It was a call to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every individual, transcending the artificial barriers that divided humanity. All things are part of one single system, which is called nature. The individual life is good when it is in harmony with nature. The universe, in Zeno's eyes, wasn't a chaotic expanse, but a realm governed by the Logos, a divine, rational principle. This Logos was the cosmic glue, binding everything together in a harmonious dance. It was the reason behind the seasons, the logic behind natural phenomena, and the force that kept the stars in their courses. For Zeno, understanding this Logos was the key to understanding life itself. By recognizing and aligning oneself with this divine principle, one could live in harmony with the universe, accepting its ebbs and flows with equanimity. The Logos was not just a philosophical concept. It was a way of life. It was the guiding force that provided clarity in confusion, hope in despair, and purpose in chaos. That which exercises reason is more excellent than that which does not exercise reason. There is nothing more excellent than the universe. Therefore, the universe exercises reason. In an ever-changing world, Zeno sought something constant, something unshakable. He found it in virtue. For him, virtue was not just a moral quality. It was the only good. External accolades like wealth, fame, and power were transient, often subject to the whims of fate. But virtue, rooted deeply within one's character, remained steadfast. It was the anchor that kept him grounded, the North Star that guided him through the darkness. Zeno believed that by embracing virtue, one could rise above external circumstances and find true happiness and contentment. Virtue was not a mere abstraction. It was a lived experience. It was the daily choices one made, the challenges one overcame, and the integrity one maintained in the face of adversity. What is the goal of virtue, after all, except a life that flows smoothly? Life is a journey full of ups and downs, and it is only natural that we experience a wide range of emotions and desires along the way. But Zeno argued that these emotions, especially the negative ones, stemmed from false judgment and misconceptions. By truly understanding the nature of the world and our desires, one could achieve a state of inner calm. By recognizing and challenging our misguided beliefs, we could achieve tranquility and freedom from irrational passions, living life with clarity and purpose. Emotions, in Zeno's view, were not inherently bad. They were natural human responses. But it was our interpretation of events, our judgments, that gave the rise to these emotions. By refining our judgments, we could navigate life with greater wisdom and serenity. Steel your sensibilities so that life shall hurt you as little as possible. Zeno believed that every person had a role in this play called life. The role came with duties intertwined with fate. Everything happened for a reason and was guided by the Logos. By accepting and embracing one's fate, and by performing one's duties with dedication, one could find meaning and purpose, even in the face of adversity. This acceptance was not passive resignation. It was active engagement. It was the recognition that while we may not control external events, we have complete control over our actions, our responses, and our character. Fate is in the endless chain of causation, whereby things are, the reason or formula by which the world goes on. To Zeno, nature wasn't just the external environment, it was a guide, a teacher. He emphasized living in accordance with nature, which meant understanding its rhythms, its cycles, and its inherent wisdom. This was more than just an appreciation of the natural world, it was a way of life. By observing nature, one could glean insights into human behavior, ethics, and the very essence of existence. Nature, in all its splendor, was a mirror, reflecting the truths of the universe. It was in the gentle flow of the river, the majestic rise of the mountains, and the intricate dance of the cosmos that one could find life's deepest lessons. The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Ethics, for Zeno, was not a set of rules imposed from the outside. It was an inner journey, a quest for truth, and a commitment to living a life of integrity and honor. He believed that true knowledge wasn't just an intellectual exercise, but a path to virtue. It was the foundation upon which one built their character, their worldview, and their actions. For Zeno, ethics was a compass that guided individuals towards true happiness, illuminating their path in the darkest of times. Zeno emphasized the importance of self-awareness and introspection in this ethical journey. He believed that by truly understanding oneself, one could discern the right from the wrong and the just from the unjust. This self-awareness was the key to leading a life of purpose and meaning, where every action was a testament to one's values and principles. As Epictetus says, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Zeno's life is a testament to the transformative power of adversity. From the wreckage of a ship, he built the philosophy that has stood the test of time. His teachings remind us that true wealth isn't measured by material possessions, but by the depth of our understanding, the strength of our character, and the richness of our spirit. His philosophy wasn't just an academic exercise, it was a way of life. Stoicism provided solace to emperors, slaves, and everyone in between. It bridged the gap between the personal and the universal, offering insights that were both deeply individual and profoundly cosmic. And while Zeno was its founder, Stoicism's principles were expanded and enriched by subsequent philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, ensuring its legacy would endure for generations. So how would you react if you lost everything? Watch our next video to learn the formula for human greatness.